Hello folks, Dragonkeeper 96600, and we are still not watching Robots in Disguise. My apologies, it seems there have been some technical difficulties with the episode this week, so I've been assured that the episode will be up and running at full capacity soon. I have top men working on it. Top men! Actually, I have no one working on it, I'm just relying on the efforts of other people. But regardless, I've decided that since Robots in Disguise isn't ready yet, to just go ahead and show you episode 23 of Micron Legend. Now, since I knew there would be a delay with Robots in Disguise anyway, why didn't I watch this episode last night? Well, I can tell you one thing, it's definitely not because I was fucking around while playing Corpse Party all night. Anyway, crap, I finished saying my shtick and the opening is just starting. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. Or not, no. How awesome would it be if there was an anime that just used that song for its opening? I mean, maybe they couldn't get copyright, but I've heard Western music in anime before. Like when they used Ray Charles in Metropolis, that was pretty cool. Make it happen. No, you don't have to. So, like I said, I was about to say last week, but no, I said it a few days ago. This episode focuses mostly on the Destrons, and is a well-liked episode because of that. It's also a well-liked episode because, in a way, it sort of kicks off Starscream's arc. Like, Starscream has had a few sympathetic moments before, and he's definitely been a focus of some episodes before. But this is the first episode that gets in him as like a deep character of pathos, I think. And again, I keep talking about how Micron Legend keeps starting over and over. Like, not restarting, just starting. Like a new element that makes the show good starts several episodes in. And that's happened several times. Maybe they should have started with the good stuff in the first episode. Idiots. Look, it's a city. Look, it's a moon. This is just to remind you that the moon exists. By the way, I don't know how many of you guys saw that blood moon the other night. That was wicked. That's probably the coolest thing that'll happen that's moon related this month. Stardate. Wednesday. Oh my god, Ross! The hull's on fire! Not now, I'm trying to do Captain Slog. Don't you care? I'm trying to Captain Log! Once again, there are 40 hurricanes happening on Earth. The Astro Blaster has not been introduced yet. That's a pretty great way to introduce it. Just have Captain Kirk here just name drop it. Doubleface gonna have to break a bit. Are you ready for rebellion, Cincinnati? Let's see, over and under and loop-de-loop and chases it around into the hole. He holds up his fingers and they're all tied up with the world's worst cat's cradle. Please help me! He like lifts his leg up with him. We were on a winning streak when they had the Star Saber, but then they got the Cosmotector and we suck. Sleepy time. I guess that line took a lot out of him. Why does he drool? Why is this a thing? What would even happen if you poured out a bunch of water on the moon? Like, if you pour out water in space, it just disperses, right? But there's gravity on the moon, so would it actually puddle there, or would it just freeze? Because it's, like, super cold on the moon, right? Because there's no atmosphere to keep them... Why am I talking science? It's Transformers. Kurai mudo dana. I need your opinion on which drapes to use in my bedroom. Nice shadow on Sideways there. It was like a blob. That's how Doubleface is shaped, right? I said Sideways. You need to keep the name straight. I am walking without moving. You know, if this exchange were in G1, Megatron just asked Starscream, do you know what you did? Starscream would be like, you're going to have to clarify a little bit. Hovering. Whoa. Hey dude, you wanna play some video games? No way, man, you always beat me. Tell no one! Maybe that was dark. Sorry. Come to think of it, is this the first time Megatron beating the snot out of Starscream has been played for drama? Because in G1 it was always played for laughs, right? I don't know what I did. There's no keyhole on there. What do you mean you need a key? And what kind of door? Oh, wait. I was gonna ask what kind of door needs to bolt from the inside, but then I realized that was a really stupid question. Lots of doors bolt from the inside. In fact, that's the best way for a door to bolt. Anytime you want to intervene would be great. Oh, thank God. Glare. Silence. You punch them once and it's all, ooh, stop punching me. I don't have many friends, okay? I said that out of order. Do I fucking look okay to you? I'm going over here now. I think maybe he's a little upset. Can't imagine why. Getting beaten up is bad enough, but getting rescued by someone you don't even like and seen lying on the floor, it's embarrassing. But I saved him. I was cooperating. I feel pretty good about myself right now. Error! Does not compute. Buffering. Restart. Retry. Fail. Blue screen. Okay, so that whole scene had a lot less dialogue in Japanese than English, and it actually makes it stronger. When Demolisher asks Starscream where he's going, and Starscream just turns back and glares at him silently before flying away. That was much more powerful than whatever, like, stupid, meaningless line was in English. And, yeah. I am a little sad, though, that this, that the Japanese version apparently cut Doubleface's cry of, whoa, when he sees Starscream on the ground. Like, it's the most unsympathetic whoa ever. It's like, whoa, dude, that's gnarly. Your spine is like in 7 different angles, and your neck is like this. Boy, you really got the shit kicked out of you, didn't you? Hey, Ironhide, you got the shit kicked out. It's like, sideways, shut up. Oh no, he's progressed on a full-blown hallucinations. It's another change from English. Here he says, like, no one humiliates me like that while he's stabbing the moon with his sword, but in this version he just says, damn it! Which I think is a little more realistic. You know, now that you think about it, that is fucked up. That's my name. I'm not talking directly at you, passive aggressive piece of shit. You've got the wrong Starscream, pal. It's funny that I'm talking about atmosphere when we're on the moon. Oh god, are you thick? You're a Starscream. Do what Starscreams do. Flip the chair while he's in it. That'd be funny. Bye. And with that cryptic comment, I'm getting a snack. Dance, my puppets. Dance. Double-face manipulated hot Hot Rod into giving up the Star Saber. I never imagined that he'd manipulate the people on the Destrons as well.
しかしメガトロン様、中途半端なやり方は奴の反抗心を助長するだけ。
Yeah, because Starscream has a rebellious spirit, daring to ask what's going on when he's let alone into a darkened room and then beat within an inch of his life. He's one of my important subordinates. That's why I have to beat the fear of God into him. Megatron is like, question, what is a tiger? By the way, where is it? Did you lose it again? What is a baby? That's very strange simile. I mean, I get that Doubleface is a villain, but that's a weird thing for even a villain to say. Wow, it's really great to have a leader who falls for childish taunts. Luckily, people like that don't exist in real life that are in charge of tons of people. I'm better. Would that kill him, though? He is a robot. Boy, GoBot sucks even more than I remember. Why do they have such large eyebrows? I can tell you're feeling very, very vulnerable right now. I'm reaching out. About? What are we even doing here? What are any of us doing here? In fact, who are you? Okay, this actually leads into, except Convoy probably doesn't slam him against the ground and ask his subordinates to tell him that he's pretty. No! Shut your mouth! You have dimples, it's cute. That might be a weird thing to say about a giant robot, but look at his dimples! Didn't seem to affect us earlier. Sandstorm couldn't give a fuck about this episode. Okay, so what I was going to bring up earlier is Starscream's line about how he's always been fighting actually ties into a theory that I posted on Tumblr a couple months ago. Basically, I noticed in a flashback on Cybertron that the Destron seem to be filled with a lot of guys who look exactly like Starscream. Like, exactly like Starscream. They had the same color scheme, the same Cybertronian model, and all that stuff, which led me to believe that the Seeker line in the Armada continuity was mass-produced in, like, factories. So, like, Starscream was, like, an assembly line soldier. And, you know, that's why he's always so desperate to prove himself. Why Megatron is so harsh on him, because there's tons of guys just like him. And, furthermore, why there are tons of guys just like him. And then someone responded with an even darker theory that there's actually not only been multiple Seekers of the exact same model, but multiple Starscreams, and that every time Megatron kills one, they just replace it with another one. It's like, ah, shit, he's dead. Bring in the next Starscream. Like, and I responded, that's messed up, yo! That is, like in Mirai Nikki, he opens a closet and another Starscream falls out. Spoilers for Mirai Nikki. Though it wasn't exactly a closet. Anyway. Seriously, I don't know what the mental health care is like on the Destrons, but they might want to think into putting some money into that, because this guy is just one wrong look away from going postal. The first time my dad said that phrase in front of my mother, going postal, she was horrified. She's like, what? Yes, yes. He's like Pitch in that Santa movie, that Mystery Science Theater looked at, rubbing his hands together. This hand sanitizer is really great. Get out of my way, bitch! Rude. I just, shortened that time quite a bit. So it seems like Doubleface is trying to cow Megatron into not using the Star Saber so that he'll lose against Starscream. Starscream will be the new leader, and the Deathstrons will stop sucking. Which is weird, because earlier he deliberately sabotaged the Deathstrons when they were on a winning streak. But you see, what he's trying to do is trying to make it so both sides are, equally matched, and neither one gets the drop on the other. Why is he doing that? You'll see! Although most likely you've seen the series and you know already. But in case you haven't, you'll see! I don't know what this gesture was. Who are you calling Starscream? Wait, that's my name. It was mine! And you decided I wasn't fit to have it. Unless something changed to make you think I was fit to have it. Or you knew I was all along. I go! Well, that didn't take long. So, if someone comes out with a sword, you can just go and slap it out of their hands. More people should try that in movies. That's awesome. Just bitch slap the sword out of their hand. And be like Velma and Scooby-Doo and say, "You stop that." I want to remind you people, there's no wind, rain, or erosion of any kind on the moon, so the imprint of Ironhide's ash will be there forever. Even though they're not leaving a single footprint as they're thrashing around out there, but we don't have the budget for that. Wait, I thought you wanted Starscream to win. Doubleface, you gotta pick a motivation, man. I mean, it's already hard to follow when we don't know what it is, but when you don't know what it is, it's just like, what? Whoa! That was bad. This exact frame on TF Wiki should, sorry, it has the caption, "Kiss me, you fool." Like, that's what they chose to caption that screenshot with. It's like, oh, it's TF Wiki. You don't ever change. Well, you don't have it. You don't have the universe, and you have the Deathstron army, so ow! I hate how moral you are! Fuck you. Like, maybe. I hope the Megatron won't be mad at you, Sandstorm, for rooting for the guy who's beating him up. Maybe this is like one of those samurai things. Just get together and fight just for fight's sake. It's all good fun. Hit it with a chair! I thought that was a chair. I thought that's what you wanted. Maybe Sideways just wanted them to fight, and whoever wins, things would be settled. Because if Megatron killed Starscream, that would establish his authority, whereas if Starscream won, he'd be maybe... I don't know. Trying to figure out what Doubleface is up to is hard, and it doesn't help that I keep switching his name around. So it looks like they did clean up the animation in some spots for this episode, but in other spots it seems to be worse than English. How do you do that? How do you undraw something? Catch me! You didn't... Okay. Wait, he didn't fall nearly as far as I thought he did. Nuh-uh, you're a samurai. Do it yourself.
なぜ諦める命をよしろ許しを超えお前にはできまいくだらんプライドがあるから
Your integrity on the battlefield disgusts me!
お前の弱さだどんな汚い手でも使え勝つことに執着し
You mean like you did when you didn't use the Star Saber, you hypocrite?
くだらんプライドに
He's afraid of you because he's like you.
わしには恐れるに足らん
Or something.
わしに好きあらばいつでもかかってこいお前ならわしを倒す
I'm gonna say that next time I'm hitting on a guy. If I am your true objective, you are free to attack me.
お前の
And he'll be like, hello, officer.
だがスタースクリームにとどめを刺さなかったのはお前の甘さだいずれその甘さが命取りとなるぞ
It was cooler when Paul Dobson said it in English. Am I still falling? Have I stopped yet?
思わぬ方向へ進みましたがこれで戦力の均衡は保たれます
So, Double Face's bid to improve the Destron's morale somehow worked? Because Megatron beat up Starscream in front of everyone this time? I don't really get what happened. Maybe it was being unintentionally praised by Megatron that spurred on Starscream. You're gonna get shield in your face! Ah! Why wasn't I facing my shield at the enemy? I don't understand what a shield is.
デストロン軍とサイバトロン軍
Step closer to...
共に戦い共に滅びるその日が
Great knock-knock joke, Dad. Okay, so... basically, Doubleface just said his motive at the end, which is a line that isn't in English. In English, Sideways just says, there's no clear winner in sight, where in this version, he very deliberately says the war will one day lead to their destruction, which, I think is better, actually, at this point, to, like, actually clarify what Doubleface is going on, because, like, first he betrays the Cybertrons, then he sabotages the Destrons, then he appears to be trying to help the Destrons, but in a really toxic way. It's like, oh, he just wants everyone to kill each other. That's what he wants. But why? And who was he reporting to at the beginning of the series? Ignore the fact that this franchise is called the Unicron Trilogy. that doesn't mean anything. Anyway, this episode was pretty good, and I think you can see why it's so well liked, even though it's a Japanese version and not the English one that made it so famous among English fans of this series. That being said, not everything is crystal clear. Like, what exactly Doubleface is trying to accomplish is changes in between scenes. Like, is he just trying to stir up the pot to see what happens? It would be in character for him, but I'm not sure. But the scene where Megatron is beating Starscream and then when Demolisher intervenes is a really well done scene because it almost seems like a pretty realistic abuse scenario. Like, frighteningly realistic. Megatron beats Starscream for seemingly no reason, but still makes it seem like he's fault. When he's saved and he's seen in that compromising position, instead of being grateful, he seems embarrassed and runs off to be alone by himself. And he seems to have some sort of PTSD from it, if those hallucinations of Megatron looming over him with that smirk are any indication. It's like a weirdly dark direction for a franchise to take for a character that's been treated comedically for like years and is still being treated comedically to this day. Like Bumblebee scoffing at Starscream's desire to get revenge on Megatron for always making him feel small. Like, this series takes it very seriously. So that's interesting. That's probably another reason why people both love this episode, this version of Starscream, and this show in general, despite all of the long list of flaws that I have already gone over in this episode. So, that was episode 23, Ready for Rebellion. But I'd rather be ready for the summer. Are you ready for a rebellion? Okay, so it's Dragon Keeper 9600 signing off. Hopefully we'll get that RID episode in before the next one airs this weekend. Until then, it's Dragon Keeper 9600 signing off again.